In this video, you'll learn how to select voices, songs, and styles. To select voices, use the upper category buttons and the plus-minus buttons. To select song styles, use the lower category buttons and the plus yes, minus no buttons. The voice name is shown at the top of the display. The song name or style name is shown at the bottom. First, let's try selecting a voice. Turning the power on, the voice is set to the grand piano. There are 3 methods to select a voice. First method, use the category buttons. Second method, use the plus-minus buttons. Third method, use the number buttons. First, let's select the Jazz Organ 1, voice with the category buttons. The category is organ. Press the organ button several times until Jazz Organ 1 is selected. Now Jazz Organ 1 is selected. Next, let's select a voice using the plus-minus buttons. Using the plus-minus buttons allows you to select the previous or next voice to the current voice. Finally, let's select voice 161 sweet soprano sax using the number buttons. To enter number input mode, press the function button while holding down the shift button. Numlock appears on the display. And then, inputting numbers with the category buttons are enabled. Press the number buttons 1, 6, 1 to select sweet soprano sax. Now sweet soprano sax is selected. Hold down the shift button and press the function button again to disable numerical input. Finally, press the portable grand button. No matter which voice was selected, the grand piano voice is selected with this operation. Next, let's learn how to select songs or styles. To select song or style, use the Song Style button to switch to the desired mode. The upper button names in the category buttons are the song categories. And the lower button names are the style categories. Songs and styles can be selected in the same way as voices, after pressing their respective mode buttons. Let's play with accompaniment using the style function. The style function plays accompaniment that matches the chords you play with your left hand. There are 2 methods for specifying chords. One, called smart chord, is by playing the root note of each chord. The other, called multi-finger, lets you play all the actual chord notes. Please refer to the reference manual for more information on multi-finger. Here, let's try smart chord. Now, we will be playing song number 29, Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie, in the songbook. Download the songbook from the Yamaha product website. And then set the voice, style, and tempo for Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie. Here, let's set the voice to a harmonica, the style to country swing, and the tempo to 94. To set the style key, check the quantity of sharps and flats for the key signature. Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie has one flat in the score, so you need to set the style key to FL1. Make sure that the style icon is shown on the display. If the song icon is shown, press the Song Style button to show the style icon. Press the Style key button to call up the setting display. Style key is shown on the display, and you can change the style key parameter. Press the -No button and set the style key to FL1. Now that the voice, style, tempo, and style key have been set, prepare for style playback. Press the ACMP on off button to turn on the ACMP icon. To start with an intro, press the intro ending retardando button. By pressing the sync start button, you can start style playback as soon as you play the keyboard. C, F, and G are the chord root notes used in Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie. Play the first root note to start the intro. After the intro, play the melody and root notes. Try changing the style playback by pressing the main autofill button while you are playing. Starting from the next measure, the styles section will switch to main B. To finish your performance, press the intro ending retardando button. The automatic accompaniment goes on to the ending, and style playback stops when the ending finishes. If it is difficult for you to play the chords by yourself, try using auto chord play. Auto chord play is a feature that allows you to obtain musically useful chord progressions without having to play them yourself. Select your favorite style, and then press the auto chord play on off button to turn on auto chord play. When you press the start-stop button, the chord will automatically progress and accompaniment that matches the chord will sound. The chords and the keys to be played will be displayed on the screen. Press the start-stop button to stop auto chord play. You can play melody with your right hand while playing back the auto chord play. For more information, watch the auto chord play introduction video by scanning the 2D barcode on the music rest with your smart device. This video explains how to play back songs and change tempo. This time, let's play back Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Press the song style button. Make sure that the song icon is shown on the display. If the style icon is shown, press the song style button again. Press the Learn to Play category button several times and select Twinkle 1, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Press the Start-Stop button to start playing back the selected song. During playback, press the part button R1 to mute the right hand part and play only the left hand part. Let's practice the right hand part while listening to the left hand part. To stop playback, press the Start/Stop button. If the tempo is too fast or too slow for you, adjust it using the Tempo Tap button. Try changing the tempo during song playback. Let's set the tempo to 65. Press the Start/Stop button to start song playback. Press the Tempo Tap button. Numeric input is now enabled. Press the 6 and 5 buttons. The tempo is now set to 65. You can also adjust it using the +yes and -no buttons. To set back the tempo to the default, press the +yes and -no buttons simultaneously while the tempo value is displayed. The tempo has returned to 76, the default tempo value of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Let's practice playing a song using 3-step lesson function. For greater help in practicing songs, you can use the special songbook available as a download from the Yamaha website. Press the Song Style button. Make sure that the song icon is shown on the display. If the style icon is shown, press the Song Style button. Press the Song Category button and select a song you want to practice. Here, let's select Frère Jacques in the Traditional category. Press the Traditional category button once. Frère Jacques has been now selected. To get started, press the 3-step lesson button. The 3-step lesson has 3 types: listen, timing, and waiting. Every time you press the 3-step lesson button, the lesson type switches. You can switch lesson types even during the lesson. You can also select a lesson type by pressing the 3-step lesson button several times, and then start the lesson. First, let's try Lesson 1 Listen. Press the 3-step lesson button once to get started. The reference will be played back, so listen to it carefully and memorize it. To switch to the timing type, press the 3-step lesson button twice. In the timing type, you can practice the timing for playing the keyboard. Play the keyboard along with the song. Any keyboard key can be used for playing. Even if you play wrong notes, the correct notes will sound if your timing in playing the keyboard is accurate. To switch to the waiting type, press the 3-step lesson button 3 times. With referring the keyboard illustration on the display, play the correct key. Song playback pauses until you play the correct key. The playback tempo is adjusted automatically to match your keyboard performance. Your rating is displayed when the song is finished. The lesson automatically begins again after the rating is shown. To end the lesson, press the Start/Stop button. Here is how to select the part for the lesson. If you want to practice with only your right hand, press the R1 button. If you want to practice with only your left hand, press the L2 button. If you want to practice with both hands, press the R1 and L2 buttons at the same time. The Keys to Success lesson feature lets you concentrate on the key points, enabling you to play songs and enjoy lessons step by step. Make sure that the song icon is shown on the display. If the style icon is shown, press the Song Style button. For greater help in practicing songs, you can use the special songbook available as a download from the Yamaha product website. Here, let's practice the first song in the Learn to Play category, for Elise. Press the Learn to Play category button once and select for Elise. The score is available in the songbook for your convenience. Each song is made up of several steps. Let's play step 1 first. Press the Keys to Success button. The step and part to practice will be displayed. In step 1, you can practice the right hand part. Press the Start/Stop button to play back the selected step. Let's play along with the selected step. You will be evaluated each time you play one step. To pass the step, get a score of 60 or higher. When you pass the step, a star or stars will appear on the display and you will automatically move on to the next step. The number of stars varies depending on which step you passed. You can choose any steps you like to practice, in any order you wish, using the plus yes and minus no buttons. Let's try some other steps. In step 3, you can practice the left hand part. In step 6, you can practice with both hands. You can complete practice of the entire song in step 11. The Keys to Success lesson can also be used in combination with the 3-step lessons. This time, let's use it in combination with lesson 3 waiting. After pressing the Keys to Success button, press the 3-step lesson button 3 times to start. For example, you can use lesson 3 waiting to practice parts that are difficult for you. Rhythm and Touch Tutor allows you to practice the timing and strength with which you play the keyboard along with the playback of a song. Make sure that the song icon is shown on the display. The style icon is shown now, so press the Song Style button. After that, select a song from Rhythm and Touch Tutor category. Here, press the Rhythm and Touch category button 8 times to select Rhythm and Touch Tutor 08. To get started, press the Start/Stop button. The mark moves from left to right on the display. Press any key when the mark reaches the rightmost end. 3 marks of different sizes will be displayed. Try playing with a touch strength that matches the size of the moving mark. Here, we'll explain the criteria for evaluation. Press the Start-Stop button to start rhythm and touch tutor. If the timing of the play is correct, OK will be displayed, and if both the timing and touch strength are correct, Good will be displayed. You can check your strength of playing with the meter. The score is shown when the song is finished. Let's try another song. Press the -No button 3 times to select rhythm and touch tutor 05. Press the Start-Stop button to start. To stop practicing, press the Start-Stop button. The voices of the instrument also include the special super articulation light voices. When selecting these voices, you can use the articulation button to reproduce expressive playing techniques unique to the instrument. You can check the data list on our website to see which voices are super articulation light voices. Let's play the voice 132 super articulation light brass section as an example. When selecting super articulation light voices, Z icon appears on the display. If you play the keyboard while holding down the articulation button, the sound changes like this. By pressing the button during a phrase, you can enjoy the effects of playing techniques unique to the instrument. When you press the articulation button, some super articulation light voices produces articulation effects instead of changing the sounds. Let's try it with voice 068. S.Art light distortion guitar. Press the button to make an articulation effect of a pick sliding sound. Here, press the articulation button at the end of the phrase to add an effect. If you press the articulation button while voices other than super articulation light is selected, a modulation effect will be applied to the voices. Let's add dynamic effects to your keyboard performance sound by turning on DSP. Set the voice you want to use beforehand. Here, we'll use 068 super articulation light distortion guitar voice. For some voices, the DSP is turned on automatically like this, only by selecting the voice. Pressing the DSP button lets you turn DSP on off. While DSP is on, the DSP icon is shown. The DSP type suitable for the currently selected main voice is automatically selected. The sound of the voice changes with or without DSP. Now, let's change the DSP type. From here on, we'll use 231 Fargo for the voice. Press the DSP button while holding down the Shift button to call up the setting display. You can change the DSP type by using the plus yes or minus no button. Finally, here are some examples of using DSP. Try out various types and find your favorite combinations. DSP Type 40, Harmonic Enhancer. DSP Type 26, Ottawa. Dual, split, and duo are functions that allow you to play with layering or dividing the keyboard areas of voices. We'll introduce these three types of functions in turn. Dual is a function that allows you to layer another voice in addition to the main voice. First, set the voice you want to use beforehand. Here, we'll use live concert grand piano. First, try playing with dual turned off. Press the dual button to turn on dual. The dual icon lights. A dual voice suitable for the currently selected main voice is automatically selected. This time, strings is selected. Two voices layer and sound at the same time. Let's change the dual voice. Press the dual button while holding down the shift button to call up the setting display. While the setting display is shown, dual voice is displayed at the bottom of the display. You can select the dual voice in the same way as main voice selection. Here, let's select Cool Galaxy Electric Piano in the piano category. You can create a different feel just by changing the dual voice. When you want to turn dual off, press the dual button again. To exit the setting display, press the shift button. Next, let's use split. Split is a function that divides the entire keyboard into two areas, allowing you to play different voices with your left and right hands. First, set the voice you want to use beforehand. Here, we'll use super articulation light, brass section. First, try playing with split turned off. The same voice is set for the entire keyboard. Press the split button to turn on split. The split icon lights. The split voice for the left hand suitable for the currently selected main voice is automatically selected. This time, finger bass is selected. Different voices have been set for each side of the keyboard. Let's change the split voice. Press the split button while holding down the shift button to call up the setting display. While the setting display is shown, split voice is displayed at the bottom of the display, and you can select the split voice in the same way as main voice selection. To exit the setting display, press the Shift button. Next, let's use Duo. Duo is a function that allows you to divide the keyboard into left and right sides and play each side in the same range. This is convenient when two people want to play at the same time. Set the main voice you want to use beforehand. Here, we'll use live concert grand piano. First, let's listen to it with Duo turned off. Press the Duo button to turn on Duo. The Duo icon lights. The keyboard is divided into left and right sides, and you can now play in the same voice and range on each side of the keyboard. Let's change the Duo left voice. Press the Duo button while holding down the Shift button to call up the setting display. While the setting display is shown, Duo left voice is displayed at the bottom of the display, and you can set the Duo left voice using the same procedure as main voice selection. To exit the setting display, press the Shift button. Registration memory allows you to memorize up to 10 favorite settings. For details on parameters that are memorized to registration memory, refer to the reference manual on the Yamaha website. Here, let's memorize the settings for playing a song from the songbook. The special songbook can be downloaded from the Yamaha website. Set the suggested voice, style, and tempo referring to the songbook. Here, the voice is soprano sax, the style is love song, and the tempo is 88. To turn on the ACMP icon, press the ACMP on off button while the style icon is shown. Let's listen to how the performance sounds. Let's memorize this setting. Press the Regist memory button while holding down the Shift button to call up the Regist display. On the Regist display, select the desired number for memorizing. While selecting, song style category buttons can be used as number buttons. Press a number button from 1 to 0 to memorize. Here, press the 1 button. If overt appears on the display to confirm overwriting, press the plus yes button to overwrite, or the minus no button to cancel. Here, press the plus yes button to overwrite. Mem OK appears on the display when memorizing is complete. After completion, the Regist display is automatically closed. Now, let's call up the settings we made. Press the portable grand button once to reset the voice settings. The voice settings have been reset. Call up the settings we made earlier. Press the Regist memory button. The memory recall display is called up, and it waits for entering the number of which setting you want to recall. Press the number of the setting you want to recall. Here, press the 1 button. The previous settings have been recalled. You can now play with the settings you have memorized. Let's record your performance on this instrument and play it back. You can record 5 songs as user songs. First, let's record it once. Set the voice you want to use before start recording. Press the Rec button to enter the record ready mode. In record ready mode, Rec is displayed on the display. While in record ready mode, you can change the recording destination using plus yes and minus no buttons. This time, we will record to user 1. Here, let's record while using the metronome. Press the metronome button. The metronome sound is not be recorded. Here, play the keyboard to start recording. Press the Start-Stop button to finish recording. When the writing message closes, saving is complete. Press the Start-Stop button to play the recorded song. You can play along with the recorded song. Next, we will explain how to record each part. This time, let's complete one song by recording the left-hand part and right-hand part separately. Let's record the first part. Set the voice you want to use for the first part beforehand. Press the L2 button while holding down the Rec button to enter the record ready mode of the L2 part. Turn the metronome on. Here, play the keyboard to start recording. Press the Start-Stop button to finish recording. Let's record the second part. Set the voice you want to use for the second part beforehand. Press the R1 button while holding down the Rec button to enter the record ready mode of the R1 part. Play the keyboard to start recording. Play the keyboard while playing back the recorded part. Press the Start-Stop button to finish recording. Press the Start-Stop button to play the recorded song. One song has been completed, and the parts recorded separately are played back simultaneously. Transfer your favorite MIDI song file to the instrument by connecting it to a computer via an USB cable. Connect the Type A connector of the USB cable to the USB terminal on the computer. Before turning the instrument on, connect the Type B connector of the USB cable to the USB to host terminal on the rear panel of the instrument. Turn the instrument on. Press the function button. Press the minus button repeatedly to call up storage in the display. Press the plus yes button to turn the storage mode on for transferring MIDI files. After wait appears in the display, the storage mode is turned on. As soon as the storage mode starts, the instrument is recognized as a storage device on the computer, and the screen similar to the above is shown automatically. Copy the desired MIDI file to the drive of the instrument. The file name should be in alphanumeric characters. This time, we copied a MIDI file named Brown Jug. After copying the MIDI file, press the minus no button to turn the storage mode off. After writing appears in the display, the copied MIDI file starts to be written to the instrument. The display changes to off when writing is complete, and the storage mode is turned off. Confirm whether your favorite song file has been properly installed to the instrument or not. MIDI files are imported into the instrument as songs. Make sure that the song icon is shown on the display. Here, the style icon is shown instead, so press the song style button. Find and select the installed song. Press the User and Storage category button, and then press the +Yes button several times. The imported MIDI file, Brown Jug, has been selected. Press the Start/Stop button to play back the song. You can confirm that your favorite song has been successfully imported as a song.